Good morning and Merry Christmas to everybody. It's been 2 weeks since I've been let out of the hospital, and all in all I'm feeling really well. Every day or two brings a new or different group of pains into my back or my abdomen, but long of the short, again, I know I've said it before, but I would have the surgery 100 more times. Just the fact that I can actually sleep on my left side again is amazing, and I was able to do that the first night I got home, and that's just fantastic. It is Christmas morning. Lisa and Daniel are still sleeping, and Christopher isn't here yet. I have to go pick him up about 10:30, so I've got a couple hours there, but wanted to cover a couple things for myself in the video, so I can just kind of keep a mental dialogue of what was going on about this point in time. First of all, I know I look a little bit heavier. Camera puts on about 10 pounds, but so does a bag of Oreos unchecked with a quart of milk, so keep that in mind. But with it being a couple weeks from surgery, things that would have been nice to know prior to actually having the surgery. Things like blood pooling, and some of the things I talk about maybe gross or what have you. You can just pass it on now and just know that I'm doing a lot better after surgery. Nice talking to you. Have a nice day. But for guys, this is a really big deal. Blood pooling is very similar to that of when I had my hernia surgery. You're going to have some internal bleeding. The blood's going to go somewhere, and you're going to swell. Your junk is going to swell a lot. Luckily, if you have a decent surgeon or two, this blood pooling will only last for a couple of days, so don't mind the redness and black and blue look. It'll be gone in a couple of days, unlike the hernia surgery, which I carried on for several weeks and was exceptionally painful. Bending, lifting, and twisting, they tell you not to do it. Don't do it. Your brain thinks you can still do certain things because you're not feeling any pain in your lower back. You're going to want to bend, you're going to want to twist, and that first week is probably really critical that you wear the brace that they have. It's called a California brace, and it's exceptionally helpful. Protects your abdomen, gives you a little bit of support where you need it, and saves you from 1-year-olds that like to run into you at full speed right into the incision area. Skin hardening, right at the area of where I had my surgery, or where the incision was, the skin gets harder as it heals, and there's a type of pain that I really can't describe. It's kind of like a cramp, it's kind of like burning, but it can be very intense. It's like a 4-inch noogie or purple nurple. I mean, it just feels like there's this big clamp right in that area, and it hurts like a son of a gun. Proper medication, hopefully you won't feel it too much, but unlike me, you probably take your medication on time. I don't. What else? Kind of blinded by this LED on this camera. Sleeping in the same bed as your spouse when your spouse likes to spoon can be painful that first week. Sleeping on the couch or just staying in the hospital an extra couple of days to allow for some healing, which is probably what I should have done. Kind of hard to break certain habits, but nonetheless, I'll accept that pain as part of the territory and being able to come home and not staying at the hospital. I know I keep looking off to the side because I've got a couple things up on my monitor that give me an idea to talk about. Painkillers. They gave me Vicodin. Vicodin worked fine, but it wasn't taking care of something else that happened. During the surgery, I had they had to move a group of muscles, which also has nerves that go to my right leg and also to my left. Both of those nerve groups were affected differently. The one for my left leg, it felt like my foot kept falling asleep and waking up, and I can make it happen with every step, and it was very quick and it was very intense. On the right side, I can't straighten my leg. It forces me to kind of walk with a waddle. Not that I didn't before, but because I know I did. But this is excruciatingly painful, and doctor changed the medicine to Percocet. It helped, but what really helped is the methylprednisone. And if any of you guys have ever taken a steroid, before oral steroid, you know that it could cause you to eat the entire house. You gain an appetite like there is no tomorrow. Well, I didn't with this, but what I am gaining is some jitters. Today is the next to last day. I only have 2 pills to take today, and in the process of taking my first pill, within about 20 minutes, my body realized that was the only pill I was taking, and I went into chills, started sweating really bad, and it'll be gone in a couple of days, and it makes me really edgy. So take that into consideration in your reaction level. But that methylprednisone was a lifesaver. It's really made all the difference in the world for the nerve pain. It's only going to last a week, so I have another prescription for gabapentin, which works relatively well on my nerve impulses, and I'll probably be taking that starting a day or 2 after Christmas here. Aside of that, do everything you can not to sleep in a C position or a fetal position. Definitely keep a small pillow between your knees, and take your medication. Go to sleep after you've taken the last dose you can take for that night. Set an alarm to wake you up to take your medication if you tend to wake up hours after a missed dose. For me, what that means is a lot of cramping or muscle spasms in the lower back. It's the area I don't feel any pain in unless I forget to take medicine. And they gave me a muscle relaxer for it. FlexReal seems to work. I can actually go throughout the day taking half the doses of my medication, if anything at all. As long as the sun's out and I've got some pretty good energy, it goes well. But if I'm feeling pretty bad, sitting on the couch is probably the one thing I really want to do. But that's really about it. There's no PT. Doc just wants me walking, and I understand why. And walking makes things feel 100 times better. So don't be a couch potato. Get out there, walk around. And to anyone who made it this far into the video, like I said, I would have this surgery 1,000 times more. Just the 2 major categories of pain that I have that went away, which is like a skeletal pain, it was bone on bone, and the nerve pain going down my leg. 2 of the 3 are gone. I would say, I told the doctor it was about 70%, but I couldn't differentiate between some of the other pain from the surgery, since I saw him only a few days after the actual procedure as my post-op. But it's still one of the best things I did. Sorry I waited 20 years to do it. If you're thinking about getting it, it's a single level disc removal, anterior lumbar interbody fusion. And if you go the route to be able to get it through the abdomen, I do not believe you'll be sorry. Several epidurals and a set of facets later went nowhere, and this will be a bill well worth paying when it finally comes in. So aside of that, Merry Christmas everybody, and hope to see you guys in a few weeks when they finally release me to go back to work, for those that live out here. And anybody ever have any questions, by all means, just shoot me a line. And Merry Christmas. Take care, guys.